My name is Father Chris Walsh. I'm the pastor of St. Raymond of Pinafore Church here in the northwest corner of Philadelphia. My family comes from County Mayo, just outside of Castle Bar, a small area called Island 80, and have visited there many times. And my father's family originally comes from Kilkenny.
Wow, pretty neat. Well, I've come to ask you to just tell us your why for standing up against abortion all your life and in your priesthood, and maybe give us a few examples of things you've done.
Yeah. Certainly growing up, with Irish parents, we were very aware of the dignity of life. And I think part of the history of the Irish people has been that the British have tried to dehumanize us, certainly with the way they portrayed us in art and literature, and certainly in the laws they enacted as well. And so growing up, when the pro-life movement certainly took off here in the 70s and 80s, my parents encouraged my siblings and I. And while they didn't get directly involved, they were very supportive. And back in the rescue days, my sister and I, we were both high school students, would often go. We were sort of pulled away from the clinics, but never processed because we were minors. I don't think the police wanted to get involved in that. And then certainly moving from that just to more peaceful witnesses, certainly praying outside of abortion facilities to offer women assistance, using conversations with friends and family and social media as much as possible to sort of continue to speak for those who don't have a voice. And as Ireland faces this painful time in your own history, and just encourage you all to not give up, I know that you feel that vote was just the worst pain, but no, the worst pain would be you're not fighting more. Laws can be overturned. Please God, that'll happen someday here, and it'll go back to being a local states' rights issue, and then we can fight that. But we fight it each day as we help individual women make the choice that the child within them is a gift, even if it doesn't come in the best of circumstances.
So, Father Chris, do you have any particular thing to say in response to recent news in Ireland that the bishop, at least the way the Irish media is reporting it, because we do know there could be a slant and a filter on it, but he seems to be criticizing pro-lifers taking a public stand and making a public witness outside of current locations where abortions are now starting?
Yeah, I think obviously as the Irish people, as you face how to respond to the horror of abortion in your country, and the opportunity to pray outside of these facilities, where it's medicine is being given out that kills the child or procedures are being done, the bishops don't understand this fully. Even here in America, sometimes the bishops are not as supportive. Certainly we've been blessed with many bishops who pray outside of abortion facilities and give witness and encourage those who do that. And it's a great shot in the arm when we do that. But as we know, sadly, these days in the church, that the bishops are not always the disciples that we need. They're not always the courageous St. John Fishers that we need. But sadly, they're influenced by popularity and by ambition and by political favor as well. And so if you don't find the support of them, don't let that intimidate you. Please go forward. Encourage your priests. Right, they're in conflict as well, because when they're afraid to speak out because of the letters they're going to receive. So encourage them and be kind to them, and help them understand what you're looking for. But approach them as brothers in the faith, as brothers in the cause. Presume the best and hope for the best.